is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. Today it's a Week 9 matchup set to go between the Los Angeles Rams and the Arizona Cardinals. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First carry for James Conner. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. These two teams met up earlier in the year back in week 4. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Second and 6, just inside the 30. They'll stay on the ground with Conner again. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. This defense for the Rams, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
Murray going to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Conner. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. He did his best to just get 4 onto that, but not enough. And now fourth down. Well, able to get the completion, but unfortunately not able to get the third down conversion there on that play.
And I like how the defense approached that one. They knew where the first down marker was, and they decide whatever you want to have, you can. You're just not going to get the first down. Excellent tackling right there.
Murray and company going for it on fourth. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 27 yards, a big play there on fourth.
I think it might have surprised him there, partner, because you try and guard the first down line first and foremost to stop him there. And they just went ahead and bypassed that in a big way and took a big shot downfield.
First down, Murray. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of 35.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone. This time with a big pass.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us for their game plan today, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
Murray to air it out again. This is caught. Touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins. His 4th touchdown on the year. The Cardinals are on the board first here this afternoon. Point after, up and good. And that's the score, 7-0. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. Take it in at the 3. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 23. To throw is Stafford. Now swing pass for Dillon. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that'll bring up a second down in just a couple.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Stafford to his #1 guy, Kupp, for a Los Angeles first. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 43. Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. Across the middle, and this pass complete to Cooper Kupp. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down. Stafford looks to throw again. He'll check this down, complete to Dillon. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason. He spent more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
Second down at 5. A shotgun snap for Stafford. It's Dillon again. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Stafford. And he's got it. Touchdown, Rams. Cooper Kupp, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. The Rams leave the offense on the field. They'll go for 2. Stafford's going to try and throw for it. And he'll get in. And they take an 8-7 lead. Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for 2, one up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, well,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Play fake. Murray. Able to get this one to McBride. A tight one. 8-7 our score after 1 on EA Sports. The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. Here's Murray. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Michael O.J. Mudia. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got to stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Stafford. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on the first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Now Lutz for the field goal try. The wind is at his back here in the 2nd quarter. The kick by Lutz is good, and the lead grows to 4. It's 11-7. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Michael O.J. Mudia. Wait a second, they declined the penalty?
I'm as puzzled as you are, partner. I don't understand how any time you lose possession of the ball, yet you turn down a penalty that would give you possession back. Let's make this simple. Anyone who plays the game, take the football. Always take the football.
A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. And Stafford's going to take it himself. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. On the sneak, it's Stafford trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down. Well, if this defense can hold him to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
He just threw a crossbody. Bro, hell no. Matthew Stafford, a fucking crossbody.
And the Rams' decision to go
no.
for it pays off with 6 points.
4th
and goal, the defense needed one more stand. They couldn't get it.
I just wonder if they were thinking heavy run here in that situation instead of being able to play the pass, and they were beaten on that possession.
And this is going to be caught. It's good.
There ain't no way
extends their lead by 2 more.
Oh
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. They'll send Brown in motion right. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Aaron Donald in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Murray now to throw.
Bro, look at this, bro. Every time I get hit, bro.
It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football. So that a free 15 yards.
And it's always a tough one as a defender, because a lot of the penalties that you commit, pass interference, holding, when they happen, you actually know what you're doing. But a face mask penalty,
touchdown. Make that now 3 first-half touchdown passes for Matthew Stafford. And the Rams are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Will Lutz on for the point after. And that one makes this a 19-point game.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
and this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, you know, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
Bro, how, bro, how?
Picked off by Ashton Davis, and the Rams are going to take possession of the football. Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared, had excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
Stafford on first down.
Bro, like, he's running that fucking route, and there's a fucking zone there. There's legit a zone sitting right there. And he keeps running that same fucking route. There's a fucking zone sitting
Now Stafford will come up, trying to get his guys a 2-point conversion. They'll try and throw for it.
That shit aggravating. There's a fucking zone
so
sitting right there.
So the try for 2 successful, and that bumps their lead up even further. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator?
Bro, like, look at this, bro. Like, they can't block this dude for nothing, bro. They can't block him for
Yeah, let's
nothing.
get back on track here, and sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. They'll fake it to counter. Now Murray. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. And what a play there to make the interception and also bring it back for 6. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Jalen Thompson picks it.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Cardinals. That'll go down as a 99-yard kick return. And the Cardinals get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and through. And that trims the lead a bit, but still standing at 26 points. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And just inside of a minute left, Charles, they got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, Stafford. Robinson's got it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Play action, Stafford. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Off of play action, here's Stafford. He's going to look deep down the field. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Cards are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
He stiff arms him. Ertz has it left side. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. A final shot before half for Murray. Finding Ertz again. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
And he's going to have a Rams first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on second down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
And some space here. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, LA.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
They'll look to throw. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. First down, Murray. He's going to look deep for more. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Murray now. And that is incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Murray and company going for it on 4th. And my goodness, another interception. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah.
Touchdown! Matthew Stafford does it again. 5 touchdown passes. And the Rams continue to pour it on. They go up by 40 now. Back to throw. Stafford. And this is incomplete.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you leaned back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. Here's Murray. Zach Ertz has it complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a 1st down.
Play action. Now it's Murray. He's going deep for Brown. And now here is another interception. And the Ramsons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he'd won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer the last to do it in 2001 to throw 7 picks. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. They'll try and run for the first with Dillon. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
2 yards on the play. And the Rams first down.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. On 1st down at Stafford. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Complete to Tyler Higbee. A gain of 14. First down, Rams.
On 1st down, Stafford here. Going up top for Kupp. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference to see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Again, it's Stafford. Throws to his man on the out route, and it's complete. That's Robinson. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's Stafford.
He dumps this off to Dillon underneath.
Touchdown, Rams. A.J. Dillon. He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Rams are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So take away the touchdown. The officials rule he did not get the football to break the plane.
Now Stafford. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Allen Robinson. His 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Rams continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the 4th. Stafford's going to try and throw for it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head, because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
Facing a big fourth-quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one...
And my goodness, another interception.
And the Rams are going to take possession of the football.
Hey, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Stafford. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Now swing pass for Dillon. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing again is Stafford.
It's Dillon again. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
Stafford looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over.